So fun to see the fans, young and old, in the rest center supporting these teams.
Oh, that's my buddy Atlas. This is his first state tournament.
I think we all worked together. You know, we started off a little slow. We were a little nervous, but then once we got to play our game, we settled in and got a win.
Assumption, a team that averages 22 steals per game.
They're using their hands. They're all over the other player.
And another steal, Sarah Shaw.
We were here freshman year, and that kind of got the nerves out, so we knew what it was going to be.
There's Anna Schooley, the drive and the finish off the glass.
We just knew we had to come out, perform, do our best, and that's what we did.
We got one more final exam before I give out any more grades. So
Shaw, here she comes. Jablinski, chance to win their first gold ball since 2021.
The patience there, the hesitate and go.
Meyer looking for one. She's got it.
Try to play as a team on defense. We talk a lot. We're all friends. We all hang out, so we're like pretty close.
Slides inside, off the glass and in. Classy, out to Jerk.
Just lighten it up.
Three is good.
There's a bunch of culture behind us, so just getting to Saturday, I think, was the biggest goal for all of us. So just doing whatever it takes to get there.
Jim Myers and the Golden Eagles are back in the title game.
Welcome to Championship Saturday. This is a Division V championship game between the Assumption Royals and the Barneveld Golden Eagles. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Assumption Royals. At forward, a 5'7" senior, number 1, Claire Nelson. At forward, a 5'7" senior, number 2, Sarah Shaw. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 3, Jordan Jaglinski. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 4, Addie Fowler. And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 32, Anna Schooley. The head coach of the Royals is Ryan Klein. And now the starting lineup for the Barneveld Golden Eagles. At forward, a 5'8" junior, number 5, Erin Lassie. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 12, Bryn Meyer. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 20, Hannah Ash. At center, a 5'11" senior, number 34, Kaylee Imon. And at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 44, Isabel Durst. The head coach of the Golden Eagles is Jim Myers. The referees assigned to today's game by the WIAA are Michael Locicero, Todd Mayer, and Greg Brockway.
The stage is set. We are ready to go. This Division V championship, Assumption, Barneveld. One of these two teams is leaving with a gold ball. Assumption will control things right off the bat.
And the rush is rocking already this morning. Great crowd, great for girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin.
Addie Ballard, the early 3, no good. Rebound down to Hannah Ash.
See a quick offensive possession there, unlike their semi-game. They want to get back on defense and use their pressure to drive their offense.
Pressure was the big story for Assumption yesterday. 33 steals, set a state tournament record across all divisions.
just active hands, quick on their feet. They train and condition for this all season long.
Hey, Coach, I talked to one of the assistant coaches this morning. I said, how are the legs? He said, they're great. No problem. And an early bucket. Bryn Meyer draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line.
Great job by Barneveld of getting the ball in the middle and then looking for that high-low, attacking on the back end of that pressure by Assumption. That's going to be key for them today.
Bryn Meyer had 5 points, 5 rebounds yesterday. 3 quick points for the Golden Eagles as they jump out to a 3-0 lead.
You see Barneveld extending their pressure as well. Again, both teams, their defense drives their offense.
Jaglinski had that pass taken away. It looks like Barneveld came in with a great plan to deal with the pressure of Assumption.
They did. They're being aggressive, moving the ball very well.
There's Addie Vollert. The steal, she draws a foul. You see that just about any time a Royal player is anywhere near the ball, there's a good chance they're going to swipe it away.
The ball handlers can't turn their back to the defense. That's going to be key for Barneveld as well today. They've got to stay facing the basket, protect that basketball.
And another turnover. Isabel Durst comes away with that one.
Talked about the tempo coming into the game, and we've been up and down quite a few times already.
3-0 Barneveld lead early in this D5 championship. That 3 from Esch is no good. And here comes Anna Schooley quickly up to Jaglinski. And Jordan Jaglinski with the bucket.
Great rebound, outlet, pass up for the basket in transition.
And almost another steal there.
They're just flying around in the passing lanes, active hands.
Kiss off the glass, no good there for Bryn Meyer. Claire Nelson will bring it up for the Royals.
It'll be interesting to see both of these teams in half-court offensive set, not in transition. Both of them run some sets. But again, when their defense drives their offense, they don't score in the half-court setting as much.
Well, 2 different stories from deep yesterday. The Royals, normally a sharp-shooting team, shot 10%. They made 2 threes all game long.
Yeah, Coach Klein talked about there was one game this season, I believe it was against Stratford, where they didn't hit any threes and they were still able to win. And you've got 3 triple threat scores that over 1,000 points in their career. That's a nice problem to have.
So Claire Nelson draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line. And it's that defense to offense. The block. Jaglinski getting out on the break. And a nice finish there. Claire Nelson hits the first free throw. She's just a 35% free throw shooter on the year.
Ice in the veins today to start out for Claire. Her sister was on the state team.
Yeah, Claire Nelson, no stranger to the state tournament scene. She's been there 3 times for softball.
And again, we've got quite a few multi-sport athletes that have been to the state tournament and other sports. Just a great experience and helps them coming into these big-time games.
Durst able to get it up and over the timeline. Quickly into Imone, but that shot no good. Offensive rebound for the Golden Eagles.
Barneveld's doing a good job on the board, just can't get those second chance opportunities to fall.
Addie Vollert almost able to get the steal. Instead, that ball goes out of bounds, and we take a break. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Well, when it comes to winning gold balls, there aren't many better than Jim Myers, the Barneveld coach. 6 titles in his time with the girls program. He also has one on the boys side as well, going for title number 7 today.
Coach Myers, Hall of Fame coach. It's been 10 years since he's coached the girls, came back, winning as coach in girls basketball in the state. Not only a great coach, but a great human as well.
Yeah, got these girls to buy in and believe, and little around mid-season, they started to believe that this was a real possibility, and they really bought in and With it, Isabel Durst, the three.
Picking up right where she left off from yesterday.
6 of 8 tied a record in the state tournament game yesterday, and that ball poked away. So Assumption getting a little taste of their own medicine from yesterday. Wow, look at the effort.
Everything on the line today.
Durst a couple feet behind the college line.
Deep three.
A 6-4 Barneveld lead early in the first half of this Division 5 championship.
See Barneveld in their matchup zone. They'll throw mutations of that out there depending upon who they're going up against, who they need to shut down. See Schooley drawing a lot of attention.
Schooley had 16 points. She was a force to be reckoned with inside yesterday.
Royals being patient on offense, but again, not something that they're used to or really want to do.
Hannah Schooley, the three, no good. Offensive rebound. I'm going to say that went off Barneveld, so it'll stay with Assumption. A couple of players right around that ball there. So Eliza Gordon checks in.
Both teams don't go very deep into their bench. We'll see if that's a factor at all today with the up-down game that they played in back-to-back days.
Linsky thought about the three. Instead, they give it back to Schooley.
And in their dribble drive, trying to get those paint touches. Kick it back out for some looks on the outside.
There is just a ton of movement away from the ball. Schooley the drive up and over, and that is a turnover.
Nice shot fake drive there by Schooley. Just didn't have her body under control to finish at the rim.
She almost banked that off of the shot clock.
I think that's a 10-pointer
Yeah.
if that would have went in.
We'll have to check with the WIA on that rule. So Eliza Gordon will bring it across for the Eagles.
Barneveld doing a nice job getting the ball across half court, not giving up their dribble in that pressure spot.
Great pass underneath. Bryn Meyer with the finish.
Nice movement, good unselfish basketball by the Golden Eagles.
Sanz de Rosas has that tipped away. And another turnover for Assumption.
And you see those active hands on defense, getting those knockaways, and here comes Assumption doing the same thing.
This game is so frantic right now.
Like a track meet. And I know we've got some track stars on both teams, so very fitting.
It's one of those games, if you're calling on the radio, you would be exhausted already.
I would have a hard time from left to right to...
A lot of active hands, a lot of movement on both sides of the court here. Great way to start this championship Saturday.
Got an exciting day ahead. All teams going to be leaving it all out there playing for that gold ball.
Addie Vollard, the long two. Don't see many mid-range jumpers anymore.
Well, it's kind of a lost art in the game today. A lot of it's layups or threes, so we've seen a couple teams utilize that mid-range and pull-up jumper, which is awesome to see.
You see, even when Durst is pressured there, she's unflappable.
She's got her head up. She finds her teammates, passes the ball, gets rid of it.
Leah Norton in the game now for the Eagles.
Nice flare screen by Norton there.
Shot is no good. Ball out to Assumption. So the lost art of basketball here. Addie Vollard.
Addie Vollard, typically a facilitator for the team, could be a 1,000-point scorer like her other three teammates, but coach said she does a great job distributing the ball, and now she gets rewarded by being able to get that bucket there.
A tennis player, basketball player, soccer player. She and Sarah are doubles partners, actually. Becky on the baseline, doubled up.
She tried back dribbling out of that situation on the baseline. That's a tough spot to give up your dribble. She got double teamed.
Ball fought for on the ground, jump ball, it'll stay with Assumption. We'll see what they do after the break. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Lots of great dance moves around this arena today. Championship Saturday at the Resch Center. We've got some great student sections. Great crowd for the first game of 5 today.
Right off the get-go, some fun signs we've been seeing in the crowd too. Just a great atmosphere for girls basketball.
So we'll see the shooting. The score kind of tells the story. Just 30 points combined, 25% shooting for Assumption compared to yesterday. Barneveld's actually a little bit better, but these two teams combined from 3, 1 of 15. Assumption hasn't made one yet.
And again, I don't think they're going to stop taking those threes, but you know, it just big game. Legs, defense. Barneveld went against a lot of length yesterday too.
Well, don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half. Nicole Setterby standing by to talk to the coaches. We got Nick upstairs with some great halftime entertainment. And
Great crew.
Of course, we'll have highlights and stats and analysis, great analysis from you. So yes, an absolutely great crew, both on camera and especially behind the camera. Those guys are awesome.
On point, do a great job.
Durst travels, so she turns it over.
Good recognition by the Royals defense to step up and help as Durst was driving to the basket.
So a 2-point Barneveld lead. Minute 40 to go here in the first half. Anna Schooley inside, not able to get that to go. Malia Norton with the rebound.
Barneveld doing a better job of covering that backdoor cut when the ball goes into the middle.
And they will get a foul on Addie Vollert there as she was pressuring Durst.
Durst is so quick and athletic, it's hard to trap her when she's on the move.
Vollert can't believe they called a foul on that. So here's Durst.
And a set for a flare screen for Durst. Assumption did a good job getting out and covering that.
And an offensive foul.
I missed that. It must have been
Yeah, they're going to call it on Aaliyah Norton. Must have been fighting for position underneath. So the 7th turnover for Barneveld here in the first half.
And again, uncharacteristic offensively of these teams with the amount of turnovers, but that is, again, due to the pressure that both teams bring on the defensive end.
Jaglinski fouled as she was driving, and she looks to be in pain.
Hit the deck pretty hard, but good job by her recognizing the outside shot isn't falling, taking the ball to the rim to try to make something happen, get something going.
Coach Klein yells, "Come
Run
here."
over. Yeah.
You're hurt? Get over here. Just giving her a minute to kind of compose herself. She jogs back to the line.
Looks like the feet got tangled up and
her arm kind of got caught underneath her there. But Jordan Jaglinski
hands it like nothing happened. 15 points a game, Jordan.
And nails both of them, so maybe it helps her too. She struggled to shoot. It's good to see a couple go in.
Give her some confidence.
And now they'll get a foul on Anna Schooley. Is up in Aaron Lassie's face.
Just a little too aggressive there. A good spot to be aggressive when they pick up the ball on the sideline.
35 seconds left here in the first half of this one. Tied at 16 apiece. There goes Durst. A nice dish to Imone, but she's not able to get that to go. I'm sorry, that was Jade Imon. And we're in the bonus, so we're shooting free throws.
And Jada Imon, not one that we see get a ton of minutes. So again, Coach Myers using his bench a little bit more in this up-down game and after back-to-back games.
Addie Vollert good on the first free throw. Sarah Shaw, Anna Schooley. Addie Vollert 1 of 2 from the line, and Assumption has a lead for the first time in a very long time.
Get to the free throw line, and that's the way they're scoring right now. So they have to keep being aggressive and attacking the rim.
Can't tell if that was blocked or if Durst was trying to pass it. Either way, it comes down to Assumption. And now the Royals will turn it over. 3.6 seconds left here in the first half.
We'll see if Durst tries to get downhill here, if they just inbound and hang on to it.
Well, able to get something up, no good, and that does it for the first half. So we expected kind of a track meet of a game. We've seen the frantic pace. The scoring just hasn't really come with it.
Right, I think that's both defenses. Again, the legs from playing back-to-back, and teams just getting after it.
All right, we're going to hear from head coach Ryan Klein of the Assumption Royals. For that, we'll send it over to our Nicole Sedevy.
Coach, you're playing your high-tempo game. Your girls are flying around, creating 7 turnovers, good transition buckets. How do you crank up that momentum even more?
I think we got to do a better job of recovering. I mean, we're getting knocked to the ground, and we got to get our butts up and get back to work.
A couple uncharacteristic turnovers as well. How do you settle your girls in a little bit at halftime and help them play their game?
You know, in this atmosphere, it's going to be a physical game, so we got to play through contact, and I think our girls will adjust. We've got a lot of faith in them, so.
Good luck in the final 18.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you at the table.
All right, Nicole, thank you very much. Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up in just a minute, but now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Getting ready to start the second half of this Division 5 girls basketball state championship. We're going to hear from the head coach of Barneveld, Jim Myers. For that, we'll send it over to Nicole Sedevy.
Coach, Isabel Durst picking up right where she left off, knocking down that long-range 3. 7 points for her. How key are her contributions through the next 18 minutes?
Well, we got to get her, but we got to get some other people helping her out. They're putting 2 and 3 people on her up the floor, and we've got to get some other people to step up. And I think if we do that, then Iz is going to have some more openings for us.
And you knew the Royals were going to come out aggressive on defense. How do you think your girls are handling the pressure?
Well, they're too good to not have any turnovers, but I think right now we're not doing too bad of a job with it. It's a close game, and we're working hard.
18 more minutes in the season, Coach. Get to work.
18 more minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Nikki, Brad, take it away.
18 more minutes is right, Nicole. Thank you very much. We are getting closer to handing out the first gold ball. Something that jumped out to us on the stat sheet we'll have to keep a close eye on. 5 Golden Eagles have 2 fouls already.
Yes, and that is probably why Coach Myers was utilizing his bench a little bit more in the first half than typically does.
Anna Schooley, good look, but can't get it to drop.
Again, Coach Myers alluding to Durst needing some help from her teammates. That was one of the keys we talked about coming into the game.
Yeah, she scored 28 of their 41 points yesterday. She's got 7 of their 16 here this morning. It's 11:57, so I'm just under the wire with this morning.
Glad you checked.
That 3 is no good from Erin Lassie.
Imon got her hands on it, just couldn't secure the rebound there, and the Royals come away with it.
Nelson able to get it to Shaw, quickly up to Vollert.
Good job stopping the ball, Durst.
Jaglinski, the corner 3.
There we go.
She's shaking her hand. I wonder if it got hit on the follow through there. Have to keep an eye on her.
Especially after she went down hard in the first half. Looks like she's playing through some pain right now.
She does look like she's in a lot of pain. Sarah Shaw, the steal. And Shaw not able to get it to go. Schooley with the putback.
Cleaning it up. Nice follow and putback.
And a quick timeout from Jim Myers as Assumption comes out and scores 5 points in the first minute and a half of this half.
Again, their defensive pressure, driving their offense, getting baskets in transition.
Great find from Ballard here. You see, can't see from that angle if something happened with Jordan's hand. And then Anna Schooley just smartly following the play here. She's in the right spot at the right time.
Schooley makes a lot of things happen just with her athleticism. Going after the boards, you see Jaglinski getting some attention from the trainer.
So second chance points. Remember, at one point, Barneveld was up 5-0. Assumption started crashing the boards. Now 8-6 the lead in that category.
Assumption plays aggressive, you come out even more aggressive this half. Coach alluded to that in his halftime interview about playing physical and playing through the contact.
So they'll bring in Sanz de Rosas while they continue to look at Jordan's hand.
Jordan's a competitor. She's going to do whatever she has to and can to get herself back into the ball game if she's able.
Oh, she is in tears,
a lot of pain, though.
Another steal, Sarah Shaw. More of what we saw from her. Again, can't get it to go. And then Vollard fighting for the rebound. Jump ball. Ball will go to Barneveld.
The Royals playing very aggressive coming out of the gate second half.
This is a lot of what we saw yesterday in their semifinal against Owen Withey. And Durst loses the ball on the dribble. And so another turnover.
Drawing those two defenders right away, trying to get her to give up the ball. Bringing the ball up on the sideline against the pressure is not a good spot to have it.
Also 4 quick turnovers here in the half for Barneveld. You heard Coach Myers say thought they were doing a pretty good job with it.
Said even more than they normally have. It's still a lot of pressure to handle, and they were handling it pretty well, but need to take care of the ball a little bit better down the stretch here in order to get back.
Anna Schooley nearly knocks that away, and now a 10-second violation, so a 5th turnover. And the Assumption crowd, the bench, the coaches, everybody's pumped.
It's what they do. And it's getting them the lead, has gotten them the lead, got them back in and gotten them the lead.
So Assumption led for just 1 minute and 2 seconds of the first half. Now they've pushed that lead to 6.
Nice offensive action, screening, double screens.
And now a foul.
Not only has Assumption been more aggressive defensively, they are looking to attack the rim, and they're more aggressive on the offensive end too.
And that'll be on Aaliyah Norton, her second, so now 6 players with 2 fouls. See if Jordan Jaglinski will come back into the game. She's back at the top of the bench, sitting next to Dad.
Jaglinski and Nelson both have dads as assistant coaches on the Assumption staff.
Sanz de Rosas short on the shot. Aaron Lassie with the rebound.
Barneveld needs to get the ball across. And here comes Assumption with another steal.
Anna Schooley, and she draws the foul.
If you're Barneveld, you got to think that there's always going to be a defender there, so you have to make sure you're beating every pass, throwing hard, crisp passes.
So Assumption, the 6-point lead threatening to swell it even more. But now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. So Jordan Jaglinski back in the game. We think maybe jammed a fingernail or something. She's firing right away off the bench, though. In fact, I think what was on her thumb came off when she caught the ball.
Coach ran out there doing his job. Good job, Coach.
So the pressure starting to play a role here after just 7 turnovers in the first half. Barneveld has 6 already.
I think that was flip-flop. 6 turnovers first half. Oh, no, you got it right. My bad.
Isabel Durst, a nice take. That's just their second field goal attempt here in the second half. But a much-needed bucket for the Golden Eagles.
When you have more turnovers than shot attempts, that's not a good thing. So breaking the ice there, Durst, and a drive to basket. Assumption has definitely turned it up a notch on both ends of the floor this half, though.
Sarah Shaw not able to get that to go under the basket.
That timeout Coach Myers probably talked about settling it down a little bit.
He just gave a warning to Ryan Klein on the Assumption bench there.
See, the kids play with emotion. The coaches are coaching with emotion. They're high stakes today. CJ Glinsky looking for her thumb piece, I think.
Yeah, I think they're going to patch her back up. So Claire Nelson will come in the game. Yeah, she caught the pass off the inbound, and that thing that was on her thumb flew right off.
Extra tape, duct tape.
So Barneveld will inbound. Isabel Durst will control for the Golden Eagles.
Moen working hard, posting up inside. Steps up to set that ball screen. There's that backdoor cut. Good double team by the Royals. Barneveld.
Hannah Esch able to fight for that rebound. And Imone has it stolen away by who else? Sarah Shaw.
Quick active hands by Shaw to strip that ball away on the drive.
Coach Jaglinski told me before the game, she just never tires out, Sarah Shaw.
The coaches and girls were talking about it. They run sprints in practice. The seniors are out front during those sprints with a smile on their face.
I ran sprint with tears coming down my eyes usually.
Same.
Anna Schooley going to get called for the travel inside.
Love that they have put Schooley at that position at the free throw line. Great spot to put a scorer who can attack the rim. Just got a little excited and took an extra step before she got going there.
Aaron Lassie checks back in for the Golden Eagles as they continue to work on Jordan's thumb there. And that ball stolen away. Anna Schooley able to come away with it. And nearly has that pass picked off.
Good idea. Schooley could have probably just kept it and attacked the rim there.
Ballard will inbound for the Royals to Sarah Shaw. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good on that shot either.
Norton
and
strong
Norton
with the ball, protecting it. Love to see that.
Hannah Esch turns right around into the face of a defender and loses the ball.
Again, always have to expect that a defender is going to be there.
Sanz de Rosas pops. That was in and out. Assumption just 7 of 33 from the field today.
Both teams having a hard time getting the ball in the bucket, but
There's
there we go.
one, Aaliyah Norton for the Golden Eagles.
Norton making big contributions off the bench for the Golden Eagles today.
That's her second bucket of the day, 4 points for her.
Big boards on both ends.
Coach Myers said Durst has got to find some help somewhere. Sanz de Rosas, the 3 is no good.
Great box out by Izzy Durst there. There we go.
Ash quickly up to Lassie. And then Bryn Meyer is fouled.
Nice job of breaking the pressure that time by the Golden Eagles.
So So after jumping out to that 6-point lead, Barneveld has come back within 2. Thanks in part to Aaliyah Norton getting work done under the boards. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Assumption and Barneveld in this D5 championship. 2-point lead for the Royals. Here's the shooting this half. The pressure of the Royals creating the turnovers and the attempts, but just 2 of 13.
Assumption is getting those looks, but just can't finish right now. And as good as your defense is, you still have to put the ball through the hole in order to score and win.
Pretty similar to the way their game started yesterday against Owen Withey.
They weathered the storm yesterday, kept playing their game, and eventually wore Owen Withey down to get to today.
And Coach Myers a little deep down his bench as freshman Maya Norton in the game. Durst hits the 3.
Huge.
When all else fails, go to Durst. So Barneveld back in the lead for the first time this half. Inside to Vollert, they're going to get a call on Aaron Lassie. So Durst taking matters into her own hands. Since you're going to go under that screen, I'm going to shoot the 3.
That's right. Good recognition by Durst there, and I would give Norton a pick assist on that.
Yes. We'll have to create a new stat category for that.
Good rotation defensively by Barneveld.
A battle on the floor, and now they'll get Addie Vollert with a foul. That'll be her 3rd. Great battle on the floor there between Addie Vollert and Eliza Gordon.
10 minutes left in a close ball game, playing for the gold ball. I see him do everything, leave it all out there.
And what trust Jim Myers has in a sophomore and a freshman to put him out on the floor at this stage in this tight of a game.
And I think it's been part of the process for the Golden Eagles all season long, right? He came in, they had to switch the entire system. The girls recognize what a great basketball mind he is. They learned to trust each other, and here they are today, playing for a gold ball.
Jordan Jaglinski, whatever's on her thumb stayed. This time she got the pass.
A shout out to the athletic trainers and the training crew and everyone else that's a part of this event.
A lot of people make this thing happen.
Got away with a little walk right there, I think, but kept playing through it like nothing happened.
And there's a kick on Isabel Durst. The 2025 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Jones Dairy Farm. Jones has been helping families fuel up with better breakfast options like their all-natural sausage or dry-aged bacon since 1889.
Have you ever had the Jones Dairy Farm sausage or bacon?
No, but I'm starving now. Jaglinski the 3.
Big-time player, hitting a big-time shot. What a game with the momentum shifting back and forth between both teams.
Her dad told me, you know, even in the shooting woes she's been dealing with, she's going to continue to shoot, and that's why.
That's what good players do, right? Tough spot to give up the dribble. Durst coming to the rescue.
Durst, a 3 of her own, no good. Lassie, the offensive rebound. Turnaround is no good. And we're going to say that'll stay with Barneveld.
Golden Eagles just battling on the boards for those second chance opportunities.
I'll tell you what, Maya Norton, the freshman, is out there doing some great work.
And that's great that these kids that haven't seen a lot of minutes throughout the season can come in and contribute in a big-time pressure situation.
Bryn Meyer off the front iron. Norton, the rebound, the putback. She is fouled.
A little far under the basket for the putback, but still was able to draw that foul and earns herself a trip to the line.
69% free throw shooter on the year. Averages just over a hair over a point and a half.
A little different shooting free throws at the state tournament with the background, all the noise.
Just a little more pressure than shooting in your home gym.
That's right.
Can't get the free throws to go. Schooley with the rebound.
Great cut from the weak side.
Vollert finds Shaw. Shaw struggling to find that shot from a few feet away there.
Nice job by Barneveld, recognizing where Jaglinski is, not losing track of her. Backdoor cut, sticks with her.
Vollert out to Schooley. Schooley has that one knocked away by Hannah Esch. And
Great
there
man
is
by
Gordon
Esch.
diving.
Schooley on that drive needs to get that ball to the pickup point so she can finish high and strong so the defense can't knock that away.
Well, Imone checks back in as Maya Norton heads to the bench.
Great minutes and contribution from Norton during her time on the floor.
Yeah, we've seen Eliza Gordon out there. She's been at the bottom of a number of scrums. And that ball is tipped.
Coach says Gordon is small but feisty, and we're seeing that for sure.
She'll go to the bench as Aaron Lassie checks back in. And that ball comes back to Assumption now.
Both coaches and teams rotating girls in and out more frequently.
Look at that. We got somebody watching in Canada. Oh,
Hey-o.
Canada. We love it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you to everyone for tuning in and supporting girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin.
Really one of the best weekends of the year.
It is. I look forward to it. I had my March Madness playlist playing this morning. One shining moment. Get me pumped up.
Got a little Jack Jams on there, too?
You betcha.
Awesome.
99, I think. Saw Coach Myers jam into Hell's Bells before.
Jaglinski has found her rhythm from deep. And when they needed scoring, Jordan Jaglinski has come through big for the Royals.
Do you think some Cold Stone ice cream is on the line for
I
that?
think so, yeah. She's a big fan of that. You know, normally we ask the coaches to give us breakdowns of the players. The Royals had their players give us breakdowns. Aaron Lassie, the three is good!
The answer.
What an
by
answer from
Lassie.
Aaron Lassie.
Came into her own on offense this year and hits a big three.
Sanz de Rosas tried to get in on the party, no good.
We saw the stat earlier, Assumption shooting the ball a lot better this half.
So the ball will stay with Assumption as suddenly these teams are feeling it from deep. Great D5 championship brewing here at the Rest Center. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Six minutes, 27 seconds away from handing out our first gold ball of the day, and this one has been a great one from the get-go.
Back and forth, great tempo.
Now look at Assumption in this half. 3 threes, 1-2.
Tale of two halves for the Royals with their shooting. We saw during the timeout a shot of Barneveld's bench there. 4 straight title games where their assistant coaches Hannah Whitish and Inger Hodgson-Alfred were players, and Whitish went on to play at Nebraska and Alfred at North Dakota State, and now they're back at their alma mater with their coach Myers helping out, contributing.
That's an awesome, awesome story. Sarah Shaw can't hit the three.
Got to get it across. There we go.
Lassie will give it to Durst. Gets it across the timeline. There's the drive, no good. And Schooley with the rebound. And quickly up to Addie Vollert. Corner, Jaglinski, no good.
Nice vision by Vollert and kick out to Jaglinski.
I don't think there's been one clean rebound in this game. It feels like there's multiple people on every ball that's loose.
Both teams battling, fighting every possession. In a close game, every possession does matter.
Able to get it into Schooley, back to Vollert. Out to Sanz de Rosas, no good on the three. Sarah Shaw trying to get in the way of that one.
Nice job by Durst.
And Schooley grabs that one.
Schooley steps up to help.
Sarah Shaw, the cut and the finish.
Great transition basket, getting the outlet to the side. Cutting down the lane.
Sarah Shaw has struggled today. That was a good one for her. Great vision from Sanz de Rosas to see Shaw.
Great pass, great cut by Shaw.
So just 7 turnovers in the first half for Barneveld, now up to 19 for the game. And that has been the difference. 19 points off turnovers for Assumption. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. The future student section of the Assumption Royals showed up. Look at that. The beads, pom-poms. I love the skirt there. And of course, the eagle.
Is back.
Great crowd to start this day, Division 5. You saw the score by half. Assumption outscoring Barneveld 13-10 here in the second half. They've jumped to a 4-point lead.
Assumption does average around 60 points a game, Barneveld 45. So we've got a high-scoring team versus a lower-scoring team.
And it hasn't been for lack of trying. 42 field goal attempts for Assumption. They've made just 10, shooting 23% from the field.
Barneveld being patient on offense. You see the double flare screen as a decoy for Durst.
Oh, what a cut. Bryn Meyer wasn't able to finish, and then a foul.
Great set by Barneveld coming out of that timeout.
So Erin Lassie draws her second foul.
Coach Myers looking at his Eagles to get up and pressure.
Just over 4 to go here in this Division 5 championship.
Schooley trying to double team, making her give up the ball from her scoring spot there. Imo directing traffic underneath the basket, talking to teammates through screens.
Patient offense here from the Royals, and at this point with the lead and the way this game has gone, I think Coach Klein's probably okay with this now, right?
I agree. You have to take some time off the clock, take Bear out of the ball. Barneveld still has some fouls to give, so that might come into play here. Oh, pretty close to stepping over that half-court line there. Now Barneveld turning up the heat. They can be aggressive because they do have fouls to give, so that's what you want to do. Be aggressive, go after that ball, try to get that takeaway.
Third foul on Hannah Esch. So they do have some to give, but foul trouble is going to come into play here a little bit.
See the substitution right away, but a good substitution with Gordon coming in, feisty on the defensive end.
So just over 3 to play. Assumption with the 4-point lead.
Schooley with the one dribble pick up in that spot, had to kick it back out.
Still very patient from this Royals team.
Not what they're used to doing or being comfortable doing, so.
That ball is tipped, it goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Assumption. They've bled off about 1.5 minutes already here in this possession.
That's key again with the 4-point lead. Taking some time off the clock.
Now pressure coming out a little bit further now from Barneveld.
Good job.
And Gordon will draw the foul.
Forcing them away from the basket, not letting them get downhill, bringing that pressure.
So one more foul to give for or I guess the next foul puts him in the bonus.
Still have to be aggressive, being down 4 with 2.5 left, but maybe not as intentional about fouling.
Now, at what point do you maybe start being intentional about putting someone on the line?
Barneveld hasn't been able to score quickly this game, and so I would say 2-minute mark maybe, 1:45.
Strong hands from Fred over here on that tip.
Quick like a cat.
Oh, man. And there's a turnover Barneveld needed. Durst up to Meyer. Meyer the finish.
Handled the pressure, released it up court. Great finish.
And so now 2 minutes to go. Assumption the 2-point lead.
Barneveld more matchup coming out.
And they'll get Imone with the foul there, so Anna Schooley will head to the free throw line. But Imone was able to knock that ball away. Durst, I think, great vision.
Just a phenomenal player to be able to handle that pressure and get that pass out ahead. The one-handed baseball pass down the court for the bucket.
Not even sure how she saw Bryn Meyer.
Schooley, a 75% free throw shooter.
No good, and so Barneveld a chance to tie or take the lead. 1:38 to go.
What do we have for timeouts? Each of them have 3 yet. Tough spot to give up your dribble. Finds Imone at the top.
Bryn Meyer, the drive is short. That ball bounced off of Imone's head. Addie Vollert comes down with it. We'll get a tie-up. And the possession arrows with Barneveld.
Both teams just battling after those loose balls, those rebounds.
Well, we're going to get a
timeout.
Looks like Klein was able to call a timeout before the jump ball.
It's hard to hear in here today, so Coach Klein calling for that timeout, and the official on the far end heard it while the other official was making the jump ball call, watching the action.
Yeah, Jim Meyer's pretty heated. Thought they had gotten the ball. So Assumption will get the ball. This 2-point lead. How patient are you versus how aggressive are you looking to try and get a good shot?
And again, Assumption not comfortable being patient in half-court offense, but they've done a good job so far today. Look for them to get the ball in the hands of one of their big 3. Schooley, a 75% free throw shooter, so look for them to get the ball in her hands.
This is an Assumption team that shoots 62% from the free throw line.
Again, another one of those lost starts in the game today. Don't see a lot of great free throw percentages by teams.
And here is Sarah Shaw quickly up to Schooley. Schooley trapped in the corner. Jaglinski, that was a dangerous pass.
Yeah. The hope and a prayer throw, and Jaglinski was able to chase it down. Great ball pressure. Again, being aggressive.
Well, here is Addie Vollert. We're under a minute to go.
keeping them away from the basket, making them dribble towards half court versus downhill towards the basket. I think around the 30-second mark is.
And Addie Vollert fouled by Aaron Lassie.
9 seconds off.
So Addie Vollert, a 60% free throw shooter.
She's been to state tennis, basketball, and soccer, so has been in some big pressure moments. We'll see how she handles this one.
She was 4 of 6 from the line yesterday. And now we'll get a timeout from Assumption coach Ryan Klein.
Sometimes coaches call a timeout to ice the shooter. Coach Klein might be calling it just to calm the nerves a little bit, say you got this, and then get set up for what they want to do defensively after the free throws here.
And we've seen Assumption pressure pretty much no matter what. I have to imagine, make or miss, they're going to be pressuring at full court, right?
They have to. That's what they do. And in order to take some time off the clock as well, you want to make Barneveld work that full court for a shot. You don't want to give them an easy look.
So our Division 5 games, we've had 3 of 13 title games decided by 5 points or less. Last year they went to overtime.
Great,
we are
great
in
way
for a great
to
finish.
Start the tournament.
And Assumption is a team, they have been now to 7 of 14 of these Division 5 title games.
And Barneveld has won a title in 3 different decades, the 90s, 2000s, and the 2010s. So 2 great programs with great history in the record books. You see the Hall of Fame Coach Myers there.
Yeah, this has been a slug it out, slog through it kind of a game. Addie Vollert,
ice in the vein.
huge free throw.
Again, typically just the facilitator of the offense. She's had a great game today contributing for the Royals.
Able to hit both, make it a 2-possession game with 39.4 seconds to go.
Golden Eagles have to get downhill fast here, get a quick score.
It doesn't need to be a 3.
Nope.
Bryn Meyer had it knocked away. There's Imone on the drive, can't finish. She gets her own rebound and put back.
Sticking with a quick timeout by Coach Myers so they can get their defense set up.
17.7 seconds to go in this D5 championship, and Imone would not be denied.
Again, all game long, both teams not giving up on any possession. Imone doing what she does, and a rebound put back.
12 offensive boards for both teams, perhaps none bigger than that one for Barneveld.
That was a huge one. Again, pretty even statistically, I think I don't have the stats in front of me, but just a great game.
Yeah, about as evenly matched as you can be. So how
goal scoring?
Track meet. Yeah, normally those two things don't go together.
Right.
Low scoring and track meet, but so there's our free throw leaders. Jaglinski 2 of 2. Schooley and Sarah Shaw both 1 of 1, or 1 of 2, excuse me. How long before you foul? It's obviously if you can get the steal, that's what you want to do, but
Again, being down 2, yet you want to foul right away because you need to give yourselves a little time to get the ball up against their full court pressure, and you obviously want to try to foul someone else other than the big 3.
Claire Nelson, a 35% free throw shooter, gets it and right back to Addie Vollert. Now to Sarah Shaw. Sarah Shaw will be fouled, so they were able to bleed 6 seconds off the clock there.
There's 6 valuable seconds.
We're still in the 1-and-1, so this is a big one for Sarah Shaw. Possession arrow favors Barneveld.
That's right, because
the
Assumption got the timeout.
Yep. Big make for Sarah Shaw, 3-point game.
Ice in the veins by Shaw there. Huge free throw. And that one was even bigger.
Sarah Shaw
puts the game a little further out of reach with 11 seconds left.
So here comes Durst quickly up the floor to Hannah Esch. That shot is no good. Claire Nelson the rebound. Sarah Shaw will dribble it out. And for the 4th time in program history, the Assumption Royals are state champions.
What a great game. Great job, both teams. Great start to our day here in Green Bay. Congratulations to the Royals, their team, their staff, their community.
2013, 2016, 2021, and now 2025. The Assumption Royals are champions of Division 5. An incredible game. Barneveld played them right to the last minute. And like you said, a great way to start the day here on Championship Saturday. Much more coverage coming, but now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. It is time to award some hardware here. The D5 Championship goes to Assumption. We'll send it over to public address announcer Brian Kuklinski.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WIAA Board of Control invites you to participate in our award ceremony this afternoon for these two fine teams that just completed their tournament competition. Presenting the awards for the Division 5 game for the WIAA Board of Control, Mike Humke from Dodgeville, Nathan Lehman from Stratford, Corey Hinkle from Luck, and Brian Nadu from Ellisworth, as well as WIAA Assistant Director Melissa Gehring and WIAA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser. At this time, would the members of the Barneveld Golden Eagles come forward as I call your name to accept your individual award. Number 2, Eliza Gordon. Number 4, Tatum Thousand. Number 5, Aaron Lassie. Number 10, Maya Norton. Number 12, Bryn Meyer. Number 20, Hannah Esch. Number 22, Rowan Valchap. Number 30, Aaliyah Norton. Number 32, Jada Imo. Number 34, Kaylee Imo. And number 44, Isabel Durst. And now we would invite head coach Jim Myers to come forward and accept the team trophy on behalf of the Barneveld Golden Eagles. And now we would invite the members of the Assumption Royals to come forward as I call your name to accept your individual prize. Number 1, Claire Nelson. Number 2, Sarah Shaw. Number 3, Jordan Jaglinski. Number 4, Addie Vollard. Number 10, Ari Kavanaugh. Number 12, Elena Owie. Number 14, Brianna Owie. Number 20, Emily Morozek. Number 22, Kylie Carroll. Number 24, Lady Saints de Rosas. Number 32, Anna Schooley. And number 50, Riley Stablansky. Now we'd invite head coach Ryan Klein to come forward and accept your team's trophy.
Let's go!
The Assumption Royals, state champions of Division 5. Their 4th championship in program history, all of them coming since 2013.
The goal was to play for gold all season. They played together, played their style of basketball, finished the regular season at #1, and that's where they will stay.
Pure joy.
Just 4 points separating those tears of joy and tears of sorrow. Great game by both teams. Both teams left it all out there. And the Royals coming away with the gold ball today.
Yeah, we were saying one of the more entertaining 34-30 games you're ever going to watch.
Yes, very exciting for a low-scoring game.
So the Assumption Royals were here in 2022. They left with the silver ball. Many of those seniors were here. They were part of that team.
That experience, I think, has helped. And they've been to state in other sports, and that showed in their run this weekend. It's great to see other members coming out, being a part of the celebration, get those youth involved. That's all part of it. Those girls are watching and dreaming of being here one day, too.
It's one of the best parts of this tournament. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's take a look at our second half highlights. We'll show you how we got to gold for the Assumption Royals. So Isabel Durst came out swinging.
Phenomenal state tournament for her. Left it all out there. Showed us how talented she is.
Jordan Jaglinski had struggled through the first 3 halves of this tournament. She really turned it on in the second half.
Get
3 big
shooters.
threes for her.
Just keep shooting. She was able to find the bottom of the net in the second half.
And that pressure got to Barneveld. Just 7 turnovers in the first half. They had a lot more in the second half. And that was the difference, really.
It was. Assumption stuck with their game plan, wore the Golden Eagles down throughout the game.
They forced 12 turnovers in the second half. Bryn Meyer, nice bucket there. And Imone made this very, very interesting down the stretch, but it wasn't quite enough. As the Assumption Royals are your champions of Division 5. So Nikki, 1 down, 4 to go. We've got 1 gold ball in the bag. What can we expect the rest of the day?
I think you're going to see some great games throughout the day. A packed house. Very exciting time for girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin. And we had a great start with the D5 game here.
Great to be on the call with you. Thanks to you. Thanks to our wonderful crew for all they do. We've got a lot more basketball coming up today. But right now, we're going to take a little break. So we will stay here.
We will. Here we are.
That's right. We got to do some interviews.
Toss it over to Nicole.
I just wanted to get up to Nick. I was so excited. But we've got to hear from the victorious Royals. And so we're waiting for them to be set.
Waiting for Coach, I think.
I don't know that Coach is even going to want to talk.
He didn't in the press conference yesterday. He said, ask the girls the questions. It's about them.
All right, so we've got two athletes over there. Let's do that. Nicole, why don't you kick us off?
Let's do it. I'm going to start out with you, Jordan. You put the team on your back today, knocking down those threes, even with that injured thumb there. I hear a gold ball heals all injuries. How are you feeling?
I'm on top of the world right now. It's always been my dream to play here. And then just to get the gold ball and get the championship with this special group is just a dream come true.
Can you put into words what your team was able to accomplish today?
I mean, from the start of the year, it was our goal. And I think just feeling in the moment and really, like when the clock hit 0, just to be able to know that we were state champions and that we worked so hard this year and that it finally came true is just really special.
Congratulations, Jordan. Enjoy the moment. I'm going to turn things over to you, Sarah. Come on in here. You were at the free throw line with just a few seconds left in this game. You were poised. You were able to knock down those 2 free throws to give your team the 4-point lead. How do you remain composed in that moment?
Yeah, my teammates were just like, be confident. You got it. Be confident. So I was able to knock them in.
And aggressive doesn't do justice for what your defense was able to do today. 13 steals, 19 points off of turnovers. What was your defensive mentality today?
Yeah, we always play with a lot of pressure, so that's just how we play. We're able to win a gold ball with it, so it means everything.
How are we celebrating?
I don't know yet.
Well, go enjoy with your teammates. Coach, I'm going to bring you in. Coach, you showed a lot of emotion today on the bench and afterwards. Where does that passion come from?
It was a physical game, so, you see the girls getting bumped around a little bit. I got their back, so just letting the refs know it was physical.
Coach, I have one final question for you. At halftime of the semis, you gave your team a B+, and they said you had said they had one final exam. Did they ace the test? What's their final letter grade?
Well, I can't give them a grade necessarily because I don't think we played A+ basketball, but definitely passed the class.
We'll take it. A pass in class. Congratulations, you're state champion.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we are 1 gold ball down, 4 to go. Let's close this one out.
All right, Nicole, thank you very much. C's get degrees, maybe. C's get gold
there you
balls.
go, right?
No, it was a great effort from Assumption. I just love his candidness. They didn't play their best game today, and yet they are still walking away. They're sending their 5 seniors off with a gold ball.
That's awesome. And with the experience that they've had, the lessons that they've learned, Coach said, was to have as much fun as possible, and they sure did throughout the tournament. They enjoyed the opportunity and were appreciative of it, and now they get to celebrate with cold stone ice cream and chocolate chip cookies.
That's right. That's right. All right, now we get to say goodbye. Thank you, Nikki, for a great job on the broadcast, to our crew as well. We're going to send it upstairs to Nick as we get ready for the second game of our day. Nick?